This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shade 45.
Wake your punk ass up. That crust out your eyes.
Sway in the morning, Shade 45, Heather B.
Talk to me.
Haley's Comet.
Wow. Okay. I'm going to follow you.
That's something that happens every 75 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not often that a person will be able to see it twice in a lifetime.
Hey.
This woman right here, what can you say? She's beyond a triple threat. Her threats are infinite. I remember when I first met her as a dancer for Janet Jackson.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Then she became a fly girl. Now, when I say I met her, I was in my bedroom in Oakland watching her.
Oh, I thought you meant something for real. Sway, damn, you always gassing me.
I met her.
Oh, you fake
I
me.
just remember, I was like, I know this girl. You're on The Real World,
Oh,
right?
shit.
Okay, you in the story now?
It's true, yeah.
That's Heather B.
Back. Thank you.
And that's Tracy G. And then she went on.
you?
Yes, yes. Yeah, go ahead, have that moment. I do it every day.
I'm listening to you
Okay.
because you said you met when you first met her, but really it was in your bedroom.
It was
But
in
go
my
ahead.
bedroom.
Okay.
But
That sounded a little bit wrong.
okay. You first met her on your television in your bedroom.
in my bedroom.
Okay, now we
Right,
understand.
right.
There's still
go
some wrongdoings though.
Sway.
But okay, that's too much. Too honest.
Too honest.
Too honest. Okay,
TMI.
I'll pull back. But look what her career has become.
Yeah.
You know, and I was just reading some of your accolades and how far you came over the years from being a dancer, from
the Fly Girl days.
From the Fly Girl days, becoming a performing artist, being one of the most influential artists on the planet. One of the most monetarily successful artists on the planet. A regular person who's faced a lot of adversity. You know, you know, in between time, we hear about all your relationships you've been in, and then becoming a mom and raising children.
Yeah.
And here today, being on American Idol. I mean, the list goes on and on. The first artist to ever have a #1 album and a #1 movie in the same week, right?
Yes.
With JLo and Wedding Planner.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jennifer Lopez is here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Interview is over.
That was the biggest. That was the biggest intro I ever got in my life.
But listen,
You know what? Leave it to Sway.
Yeah, right.
You know what you're doing.
Well, you know,
That's why you sway.
That's damn. Thank
That's
you.
why
You hear
you
that?
sway.
Interview is over. Now,
Bye.
but you know, you and I, we spoke over the years a few times.
Many
We
times.
always had like great conversations. I remember one time you invited me. I bring this up all the time to do that a DVD set you did. And we talked
Right.
about all the different videos that you
Right.
had made up until that point. And I was really honored to do that. And I always tell people that she's one of the nicest people you ever meet.
Thank
One
you.
of the shrewdest business people you ever meet as well. And you have to respect that.
Thank you.
With that said, I want to ask you about one of the stories we talked about was Fuse TV.
Oh yeah.
This is true. That you
We
did.
purchased Fuse TV. Yes,
You
Nuvo
purchased-
TV. Nuvo TV purchased Fuse
Fuse
TV,
TV.
and I'm partners with Nuvo TV.
Wow. So you're gonna own Fuse TV?
No, we do own. Fuse.
You do? Okay.
Correction.
I mean,
I like
you know,
that.
it takes time to get all the paperwork done.
Yeah.
But pretty much, it's yes.
What do you want to do with it?
A lot of things. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's right now we can't talk about everything because again,
Okay.
all the paperwork isn't done. But we have lots of plans for Nuvo, for Fuse, and what we're gonna do. It's gonna be an exciting time.
Did Puff call you and say congratulations, or did he call you say bitch?
He did say he did email me and say congratulations.
He did?
Yes, he did. Yes.
All right, that's
and I know he, was in the bidding. I didn't know he was in the bidding until very close to the end.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea that they were doing that. And I was kind of like, why is he doing that? Like
Right.
I was like, all of a sudden it was just like, now he's just my friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want my friend doing that. But at the end of the day, we got it and I was very excited.
Congratulations,
Yeah,
man.
that's
So
dope.
that's
Yeah.
true, man. Okay, go ahead, Heather. I know you want to ask. Something.
Yeah, because I remember seeing you on the show a long time ago, and you had went back to your old neighborhood and you saw your house, and then
Right.
you had just purchased a new home, and you looked out at this
Right.
view in the mountain. You just started crying, and you just started saying,
Oh my God.
I can't believe how far that I came, and just my whole.
I forgot about that.
I
That's so
did-
funny you bring that up.
Because it was one of the things about you that stuck out to me, and I was like, wow, it's really dope for her to look back and remember that. And Fat Joe was just here and talking
Right.
about being humble. And
Yeah.
with all the success that Sway mentioned that you had, how do you stay humble in all of this? Like, how do you do it?
I think, a long time ago, when your life starts getting crazy and you get in this business, you start having a lot of success and things are coming at you from every way. I started really getting more into like, how do I handle all of this? Because it's a big deal. It's like
Yeah.
even just buying a house
It's a
and not
huge deal.
being in the place you lived in the Bronx, in that room that you shared a bed with two sisters, to being there is a big leap. So all of this other stuff happening. And I remember reading this thing, and it's a lot like what Joe said. It's like, you got to come from a place of gratitude always. You have to be grateful for what you have, and you can't ever forget that. It's so easy to kind of just get into the everyday life and just forget like how lucky you are, how
Yeah.
fortunate you are, how things are going your way when you're bogged down with the pressures and responsibilities of all of it, right? So I always try to remember that, and I always remind myself and my children that we always come from a place of gratitude. We always that's where we start from. Thank you.
There it is. Wow.
So-
Jennifer
Thank you.
Lopez is with us.
And I'm happy that you're here, Jay, because I think you've been such a source of inspiration for artists, for
Thank you.
actors, for people that come from multicultural backgrounds. But also you've been such a source of inspiration when it comes to resilience.
Thank
with
you.
dealing with so many ears and eyes on your life
Yes.
at all times.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We know all your business.
Yeah. That's what I say. Somebody asked me, tell us something you don't know. I said, you guys know everything about me.
Very much.
There's nothing I can tell you. There's nothing new.
Yeah, and for better or for worse, like I have to deliver Celebrity Wire every day. Even
Yeah.
sometimes I do not care about, the intricate details that are
Right.
going on in someone's private life.
Sure.
And we've been going back and forth about the story of Jay Z,
Sure.
Beyonce, and Solange.
Uh-huh.
And with everything that you've had to deal with in the past, how have you gotten through some type of scandal and everyone's trying to get the answer
Yeah.
from you that they're going through?
Right.
What did you do?
I always take the high road.
See, Heather, that's what I do. Heather always say, Sway, fuck the high road. Because I take the high road.
You gotta take
bull.
the high road. You
Yeah.
gotta take the high road. In this business, it's about just kind of like, you have to know that that's part of it. Like even what happened in that elevator or whatever, they thought they were having a private moment and they weren't, unfortunately. But at the end of the day, you got to know that that's part of this business, is that people are going to be interested in those things. And at the end of the day, we're all human. We all fall down. We all make mistakes.
Yeah.
We all have moments of not being perfect. It's just being human.
Yeah.
And you just, in those moments, you just have to take the high road and be honest and take responsibility and go, yeah, this is what happened.
Yeah.
What am I going to do? I messed up again.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm going to try to do better next time. But for that, you can be sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's just human.
It's just human. See, that's what we talked about this morning.
Yeah.
You're almost unhuman now. I mean, you're being recognized at this Billboard Music Awards, first woman to be recognized.
Yeah.
This Icon Award they have, the Billboard Music Awards Icon Honorary. Wow.
I know. It's surreal.
Yeah.
It's surreal when they call you and they tell you that, and they're like, they've been doing this award for 4 years,
Yeah.
and these are the people that have gotten it, and you're like, and you hear a name mentioned with Prince or Steve Wonder, you're like, what?
Right.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I made my first record, I guess, like
Yeah.
16 years ago.
Yeah. Wow.
If You Had My Love came out. You know what I mean? So it was like, it's hard to think about that and I think the audience too has stayed with me. They don't see me as this age or that age or anything. They just see me as like JLo.
Yeah,
You know what I
it's
mean?
true. It's true.
And I love that. I love that about my fans and my audience. And I just keep doing the same thing until I stop.
Until you stop.
Right.
Plus, you look like you drinking from the fountain of youth.
Yeah.
I know you, baby. I don't know if y'all drinking lamb blood or something.
Right.
Huh? That's what happens, right? You know,
vampires.
Vampires, right?
Right.
Nothing changes.
So many vampire movies now.
Don't you gonna do one?
No.
No. Okay.
It's so funny because I thought about that because the other day I saw this hairdresser that I worked on the movie with Jack Nicholson with years ago, and she said, this is a so random story, but my mind goes all over.
No, take it there. Take it there.
And she was like, I spoke to Jack the other day because she did Jack Nicholson's hair in the movie. And I said, yeah. I said, oh, how is he doing? She's like, he's doing great, Jack. I asked him, are you going to do, I guess there was some movie that he might do. And she was thinking about doing it with him. And she was like, are we going to do this movie? And he was like, I'm not doing any movies. All the movies are about vampires. And I'm not a vampire.
Oh, shit. But he played a werewolf once.
But he is a werewolf.
He's a werewolf.
So he's a werewolf. He's on team, what was it?
What was
Team
the name
Taylor,
of that team?
that team.
Oh, Taylor Lautner.
Yeah.
Team Taylor. Yeah, from Twilight.
Yeah. Remember when that was all the rage?
Yeah, I know, right?
That had such a huge moment.
My daughter made me read the books.
I started watching. I was like, wow, I get it.
Yeah. Well, we only have so much time, but I know you got the new single, First Love.
New single.
Max
new
Martin,
album.
hit maker.
Yes, Max Martin. I've never worked with Max Martin before, and I don't know why, because we loved each other. And for years, I had wanted to work with him, but we never crossed paths. And then for this album, I was like, I'm going to work with everybody who I have dreamed of working with.
Yeah.
And I really got to do that. I worked with Sia. I worked with Max Martin. I worked with Pitbull again, of course. I worked with Diplo. I worked with a lot of people who I was just like, these are people I'm fans of, and I would love to see. And sometimes you get in the studio with those people and nothing happens.
Yeah.
The magic doesn't come. That's just the nature of the business. And then sometimes it does. And we made this beautiful record called First Love. And I'm really proud of it. I'm proud of what it says. For me, a pop song is always about like, can you sing it at the top of your lungs really loud? Like as a girl, like we love to do that. You know what I mean? And this song is definitely one of those songs.
If this song was, if you saw yourself performing this song on American Idol and you had to judge yourself,
well, I will be, so then y'all can judge me, okay?
Are you going to perform
I'm going to perform it at the Billboard Awards this weekend.
Right.
That'll be the first time I perform it. And then I'm going to perform it probably on the Idol finale.
Yeah, Idol finale?
Yeah, why not?
I love you on Idol.
Thank you. Thank you. I have a good time on that show.
Yeah, it feels like it. You sound so honest, and damn it, I love it how much they pay you.
I
feel like they're paying me when you get that
Jennifer,
money.
when you get a chance, and if they need another black,
for
all of us, right?
Yeah, if they need another black person, you get a chance. Could you buck for Sway? Because I want Sway to be on Idol.
On Idol?
As a judge, I think he would be a good judge.
He probably would be a good judge. You know what? They've never approached you about that? Seriously, when they were going crazy, like looking for judges.
I don't think they know how to reach me. I'm kind of like,
you're still in the underground.
Yeah.
You're still underground. And that's not a bad thing.
Not at all, right?
No.
Feels good, right?
No, because that's the coolest people are always underground.
Thank you. You heard it from JLo right there, all right?
Get him on
thank you for coming by. And please come back by when you have time and we can.
I'll come back maybe for the album. Album's coming out June 17th.
Can you perform some stuff for the audience?
Why not?
Let's do that.
We can do
we'll
that.
We'll do a Q&A, a couple songs.
We can do that.
Okay.
That would be
love
dope.
to.
You heard it right here. Sway in the Morning, Shade 45. This is First Love.
It's Sway in the Morning, only
On Shade 45.